How do you make sure this fight doesn't turn out boring?
Can't recall that. AJ, dangerous guy, you know, very, very dangerous guy. 100% have to be on my game on Saturday night.
AJ, he did say, give me AJ's head on a spike, and I'm curious what your reaction to that is.
Sounds good, but Saturday night, all that talking goes out the window.
Last time you squared off against Johnny Eblen, came very close to getting the finish. What do you have to do in this fight to make sure you do get that finish?
I've just got to make sure I don't make any mistakes, you know, and yeah, that's it. Make no mistakes, be on my game, and I'll get my hand raised.
And for Johnny, close but not quite there for Fabian last time. And if that's the #1 bragging right he has coming into this fight, I almost got you. What does it say about the level you're at right now in your career?
What's the #1 bragging right? I can't really hear, so.
Well, almost got you, almost.
Oh, you almost got me with the cut. I mean, it matters what happens in reality. It's not the what ifs. If we all, you know, kind of worked off what ifs, the world would be really, really weird. So it's all about what actually materializes, and I knocked him out last time.
Larissa Pacheco, two-time, two-division PFL champion. Very decorated career already. What would adding a win over Chris Cyborg mean for your legacy and your career?
Bom, como eu já disse, ela é uma lenda do esporte. Eu não estaria aqui se ela não tivesse começado. Isso eu tenho o maior respeito por ela, sempre tive. E uma vitória contra ela vai me colocar em outro nível no esporte.
And Chris, you've had a belt in every organization in the mixed martial arts world except for the PFL. And now, of course, you'll be contending for a PFL Super Fights belt. You told me that this is the beginning of the Legacy Tour. If you can wear this hardware as well, what will it mean for you?
First, I want to say thank you for all the people in Saudi Arabia. I feel very blessed to be here. And, you know, I'm ready. I'm excited for this fight. It's going to start the Legacy Tour. And I have 3 fights left. I'm telling my fans, come watch the fights. I'm going to complete a 2-decade fight. And I feel very blessed to be here, 20 years, and going to fight for the belt. It's amazing.
Reina, I know that you're fighting against Francis Ngannou, but your stories have a lot of similarities. Humble beginnings to superstardom, both very dangerous strikers. Do the similarities between you two matter in this fight?
Yeah, both of us came from humble beginnings. We had an incredible career to reach where we are right now, and it's a great honor to be fighting one of the strongest men in the world.
Francis, we're all excited about the long-awaited PFL debut. Standing across from you will be a man who is bigger than you, which you don't often see. A man who's just as explosive, has knockout power. Is Reina Ferreira the most dangerous opponent you've faced in a very decorated career?
I would say it's definitely on top of the line, but I think my entire life, my biggest opponent have always been me. And then I managed to go through that big opponent all the time. And on Saturday night, I'm going to give him for his money, so he should get ready.
Quick follow-up on that. Both of you have incredible power, and a lot of times people say, hey, whoever lands first in a fight like this will be the victor. With that in mind, will we see the Francis Ngannou ground game on display?
This MMA fight, so everything will be on display. We get prepared for everything. And yes, everything will be on display. I think on his end too, he might be preparing something because, as I say, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt. And then I think he's not underlining my punching power as well.
Reina, I should ask you the same question. Francis has incredible punching power. He's very dangerous on the feet. So are you. Do we see the grappling skill that you've been working on for so many years?
Definitely, we are both complete fighters. We can strike and we can grapple as well. I'm ready to fight wherever the fight goes, and who really wins with that are the fans, so the fans can expect a great fight.
Question for Francis Ngannou. Are you feeling a 25-second knockout or a full 25-minute fight here?
Am I feeling for a 25-second knockout or a 25-minute? Well, let's just say I'm going to fight strategically, you know, according to how the fight presents itself. In my career, only once I went for a knockout and it didn't it didn't work out for me. And the only time that the other time that I had a knockout, even in that 25 seconds, it wasn't something that was planned. So let's keep it authentic. I'm not planning 25 seconds or whatever. I know I have 25 minutes, so I'm gonna lay my game plan down into that 25 minutes to win the fight.
And AJ McKee, with a win, you must be eyeing up Bellator Gold.
Can you repeat the last part? You said with the win, what?
Absolutely. With a win, you must be eyeing up Bellator Gold.
Definitely. You know, my eye is always on the gold. I'm always looking to become a champion. It's been some time since I've worn a belt, so I think it's about that time again.
I got a question for Francis. Champ, you have had no shortage of big fights in life, in MMA, in boxing. Where would you rank this moment, this particular battle, amongst those that you have had in your career?
Where will I rank this fight?
This particular fight, yes.
Well, as for right now, as is the challenge that is ahead of me, is the biggest. You know, he's the. I mean, I have a giant. I'm going to be having a 6'8" guy across the octagon that I'm going to take out. So he's the biggest challenge so far.
And another question for Chris Cyborg. Chris, you've fought practically everyone on the MMA scene. What do you think is going to be a new challenge that Larissa can present in this case tomorrow for you? Something that you maybe haven't seen throughout your decorated career. New challenges that Larissa might present for you.
You know, every time somebody step in the octagon to fight me, for sure they have some challenge to bring for me, because this I take it serious. I train very disciplined. You know, I was ready. I think she's a danger fighter, and you have to have 25 minutes to keep the plan and get the victory.
Question for Francis Ngannou. Francis, you often talk about inspiring the next generation of fighters. What's the most important lesson that you want them to learn from your journey?
I think the only thing to learn is the only thing that I'm learning myself. You know, it's a grinding, it's a everyday battle. Sometimes you know it, sometimes you say it, but there is a moment that you doubt about it. But it's always important to remember that life goes on. And the message would be like, you know, to keep going, stand up. Doesn't matter how many times you fall, you can stand up. And doesn't matter at the end of what happened at the end. Just by you standing up, holding your ground, taking your position and keep going is a way of winning life. So that would be my take on everything.
Is John Jones ducking Tom Aspinall?
I don't know if John Jones is ducking Tom Aspinall. I think John Jones would be the best to answer that question. But I think John Jones does whatever he wants and fight who he wants. I think he's in the position to claim that.
Question for Hainan. Hainan, with Riyadh hosting so many incredible fights across combat sports, has Riyadh become the fight capital of the world? And the same question to Francis.
Yes, definitely. It's great to see the support and that Riyadh and Saudi Arabia has done to provide these incredible opportunities and these amazing events. The hospitality here is incredible. It's my second time here. I love to be here. People treat me really well, and I think it's just a great opportunity for all the fighters to be part of this.
And the same question to Francis. Francis, with Riyadh hosting so many incredible fights, you've been involved in so many of them. Has Riyadh become the fight capital of the world?
I don't know how to rank that, but I know Riyadh is definitely on top of the sport game right now, whether it's fighting or other field. But sport capital, fight capital, I don't know yet.
My question for Francis Ngannou. 48 years old Fedor Emelianenko said a few months ago that he would like to have a boxing bout against you, Francis. How reasonably would such this fight? And is Fedor in the top 3 best MMA heavyweights of all time? Thank you.
What's the question, sir, please?
What's the question? 48 years old Fyodor Yemelyanenko said a few months ago that he would like to have a boxing match against you. What do you think about it? And second question, is Fyodor in the top 3 best MMA heavyweights of all time? Thank you.
No, I didn't think about it because, first of all, I think they need a promotion to promote a fight, and never had a news from any promoter for that fight. And yes, I definitely think he's in the top 3 of all-time heavyweight in the world.
My first question for Ferreira, what is your strategy to fight in this match? Is it different or the same technique?
Well, I cannot say since Francis is just here next to me. But what I can say is that we put on a lot of work. We are well prepared to bring a great show for the fans.
Okay, my second question for Ngannou. Welcome to Saudi Arabia again. How do you feel fighting here in this huge match? As we mentioned before, 6 million on the line. What do you feel about it?
What do I feel about what? Fighting in Riyadh or about what?
Yes, about fighting in Riyadh. Next question.
I feel good. I mean, this is my 3rd time in Riyadh, and I've been enjoying the process. You know, sometimes it didn't go my way, but overall, it was always a good show, always a mega show.
We're happy to see you the 3rd time. You are unlucky in Riyadh in boxing matches. What do you think about your fight on Saturday?
I think my fight is going to be, I mean, I would not say a return to MMA, but it's a big night for me to make a statement again and to prove, to discover myself, and to prove like what I'm made of.
Ragazzuoli, questa era la traduzione della conferenza del super evento targato PFL con protagonista ovviamente il leggendario Francis Ngannou. Vi lascio i miei social in descrizione, iscrivetevi ad Italian Fight Magazine e mi raccomando raga, occhi puntati sul canale perché a fine settimana esce lo speciale di Leo che è volato a Marbella proprio da Conor McGregor. Ha intervistato il main eventer della serata e sono sicuro che ha un sacco di cose da raccontarci.